Putting. Two main things you want to do in putting. Number one, get set up correctly. And then number two, get the rhythm of your stroke so that you are accelerating through the ball, not decelerating. Talking about setup, first two fundamentals are going to be weight in the left side and having the shaft leaning more forward for a right-handed player. You can see Laurie, if I draw that a little slower, Laurie has 88 degrees here, which means 2 degrees of shaft lean forward. Now let's talk about ball position. I love the ball being the second ball inside of your lead foot or left foot. So you can see that Laurie has that ball, 2 balls inside of her left foot. The width of the stance is important. I like the width of Laurie's stance. So these are definitely some setup keys here, looking at her face on. Now as we watch this stroke, you're going to see she lets the putter swing back. As she comes into the ball, she hits this putt, and the shaft is pretty much in the same position she was at address. She returns this shaft angle to that 88 degrees, or 2 degrees leaning forward. All good putters return the shaft angle to where they started. And now as she hits this putt and goes through, the club head is going to pass, the lead arm in hand, and there's the ball taken off. So very important to get set up correctly to be able to accelerate through the putts. Looking at setup from down the line, you can see that Laurie's forearms are square. We want that. And the other thing is, you can see she has a little bit of an arch in her left wrist here, which is good. That helps that left hand lead going through. And if the left hand can lead going through, it's very hard to miss the ball left. You're going to watch Laurie as she goes back and comes through. You're going to see, look where she finishes with the putter. That heel of the putter is right on the rod. That's what you want. Very straight back and straight through. And you can see this ball is going to track right in the right center of the cup. So very good stroke. You definitely want to hold that finish. You can see her toe line is pretty square. So square is a nice place to call home with your putting, and these are some great setup keys to help you with your putting. Secondly, let's talk a little bit about rhythm. Many ladies that I work with take the putter back too far and then have to decelerate to hit the ball the correct distance. I get asked a lot of the time, how far back should you take it and how far through you should take it. The important thing is, where is the energy in the putter head? And we want that energy to be from the ball through the ball. We want to hit through the ball, not at it. And a lot of people lose energy at the ball. So you watch Laurie go back, you're going to see her putter goes back about to that red line and comes through probably a little further than she went back. You can actually do that and still have the energy in the wrong place. So very important to make sure that you're accelerating through that putt, and you can see that Laurie is doing that. A great drill for that is to hit some putts looking at the hole. There's 3 putts you can hit, and the first putt you're going to hit looking at the hole. When we look at the hole, our natural rhythm shows up, and then I'm going to hit this second putt looking at the ball. And you can see how I accelerated through that. It's good to pick a right to left putt. If you don't accelerate, you'll miss it left. And then the third putt, hit looking at the hole. And then looking at me face on, you're going to see that my shaft angle at address is 87. That means I have 3 degrees of shaft lean. I'm going to return that putter to that position when I hit it. As you watch this putter come through, you can certainly see it's pretty much where I started. Next click, I hit the ball. In this picture, my shaft is still leaning 2 degrees forward. And then the next click of the camera, you can see that this shaft now is 90 degrees. Notice how square the putter face is. So really no way to miss this putt left if you can have those 3 frames. And you notice that the putter is not past my left arm yet, And now I'm going to let the putter release and go past my left arm, but the key is to not let that putter go past the left arm early, or the lead arm. And if I take away all this stuff, you can see how I'm letting that left hand and arm lead the stroke. Very important to do that. And when we're looking at those right to left putts, it's always good to start with a right to left putt for a right-hander, and making sure you're accelerating through the ball and not missing it left. I hope this video helps you with your putting. For more information, please visit LaurieRinker.com.